Good day, friends. This is a voice-only video because, as you know by now, a face is just a distraction. First of all, thank you for being here. Your presence is very much appreciated. This is why I think people hate others on social media. Life is complicated as is. I do not understand. Actually, more than that, I'm flabbergasted about the fact that we can't be of assistance to one another, as if being kind to a stranger takes anything away from us. It is quite obvious that the anonymity of social media can facilitate spitting hate, but it is only partially the reason why we hate on social media. The anonymity is obviously a facilitator, but the underlying distress and discomfort of the haters is actually quite alarming. The point is, we could remain silent if we cannot or do not want to be of assistance to our fellow humans. We have the right to keep to ourselves, a right that we waive to insult and spit hatred on others. By the time I'm through with this explanation, I hope to have enlightened at least one person who has been bullied to feel much better about him or herself, because they were not the object of all the hatred. The person who the haters are hating upon is actually just themselves. By the end of this video, it will be a very clear truth to everyone listening. Anyone who speaks, who writes, or thinks of expressing anything negative on social media has a huge personal issue. This is a fact that we are not even going to discuss or debate. If you cannot wrap your head about this simple concept, the concept that it is not the recipient of all the hate that triggered the hate campaign, but the personal demons of the hater, you better listen to another video because this is far, far too far from your beliefs. Haters love social media. Period. Otherwise, they would not spend so much time lurking around and hating on everyone. They wouldn't spend all the time they do on socials. Have you ever noticed that haters have media profiles that are not very successful in terms of reach and in terms of views? Successful social media personalities are never haters. They do not have the time nor the attitude to hate on others. Also, because by hating on others, you don't get very far. This also means that the success that you are obtaining on your own platforms is a strong stressor for the haters, who have just realized that in the world of social media that they love so much, he is worth much less, so much less than you are. These episodes generate frustration for the excellent job you're doing at attracting followers, something that the haters have failed to do. If we stop and meditate on the aggressiveness, the amount of resentment, and the quantity of venom that we see displayed against a picture or a video or a phrase, we clearly understand that the lack of proportion between the trigger image and the disproportionate hate reaction is a symptom. Unless we are in the middle of a century-old family feud, there is no way that one picture, one comment, or one video can legitimately spark an enormously disproportionate reaction. As a bystander, reading or listening to all the hatred spread on social media, on all the cruelty displayed, we get a clear indication, a clear view of the depth of how damaged the hating individual is. It is clear to any lucid thinker that hate comments always reflect the sentiment within the hater and has nothing to do with the hated. Please, girls and guys that are hated upon and that are bullied, listen up. You're not the issue here. Let it go as soon as possible, as I'll explain. You really have nothing to do with the comments you receive. You're just a random target that struck a chord with a miserable individual who hates on you. I say this because they're not hating upon you. They're actually hating upon what they know best. Their own life, their situation is actually what they're hating upon. The motivation to hate on you is actually to try to bring you down. Let's analyze this. They're actually complimenting you because if they need to bring you down, they're admitting you are starting from a position of height compared to where they are. They have just proven that they actually envy you and recognize the importance of your starting position. If you were not above them, no need to put you down. They need to bring you down to their level, to a level similar to theirs, because your starting point was putting them face to face with their shortcomings. To calm their inner demons, they have to come level to level with you. There are two ways to level up. What is below rises, or what is above comes down. Constructive people actually ask for help to climb to your level. But your haters do not have the skills, the tools, or the intelligence to reach your level, but they want to level. So the only option left is to cut you down so you can stoop low to their level. This is a clear indication of the lack of skills and tools lacked by haters. They hate you because they want to be like you. They can't get up to your level, so they have to bring you down to theirs. Let's reiterate this. The hate comments have no relationship to the hated individual, but can only reflect the inner image of the hater. It is their writing, so it must be an environment that they know well. If I was not brought up bitter and angry, if I'm not an envious person, I can't express myself in that way. You can only hate and spit venom. You can only hate and spit venom if you have been exposed to it before. It is them promoting hate, not you or I. You want to bring me down so you don't feel different. This is usually why the target of hate campaigns are people that are different. It is so because the hater knows what it means to be different, to be inferior. Therefore, their lack of empathy and sympathy to those like him is even more alarming. More alarming because their inner suffering of these social media haters must be devastating. We, the people who only want to wish others all the best, we, who don't speak unless we have something wonderful to say to another human being, we do not hate you back. We do not harbor any negative vibrations. We are actually sorry you hurt so much and wish to be able to show you the wonders of well-wishing. Remember that every comment coming from haters disqualifies them, but does not qualify us. Haters never add anything, and their comments just speak volumes about their own deficiencies. You see, kids, I'm speaking to those that got bullied or that I sent hate comments. You have to feel sorry for your haters because they have to live with the miserable themselves while you live with the wonderful you. Pity your haters because when you wake up in the morning, you can smile about being amazing, whilst your haters every morning have to realize they're still them. Considering the hater that is hosted in their hearts, poor them. Their life is something you or I would never want to live, and probably neither do they. This is the reason they hate on you. It is their way of expressing how much they hate being themselves. This is motivation and inspiration in the dark, and that is all I have for you today. Thank you. If you appreciate this channel, please consider subscribing and maybe sharing with a friend. Again, thank you.